An extremely dramatic standoff in San Diego, California. And this is a really difficult one because you've got a suspect who is armed in a shootout with police, but it's someone who wants to die. And you've heard this term before, suicide by cop. It's way too common an occurrence. So now you've got SWAT, responding to this, getting information. They've got a guy shooting at them, but it's a guy who actually wants to die. How do you resolve this situation? Let me reintroduce who we have with us tonight for our Crime Time segment. Jennifer Shen and Donald Schweitzer with us. Let's get to our next story. This comes to us from KGTV in San Diego, California. It's a SWAT standoff.
Police units laying siege surrounding an armed man that's barricaded himself inside this building on the corner of 4th and Robinson in Hillcrest. A broken window seen on the west end of the building. The situation escalating after police say the shooter fired at them, forcing officers to return fire. None of the bullets caused any harm. Workers at a nearby building hearing the gunshots before being evacuated by police.
We were confused. There was a lot of adrenaline. We were just grabbing the essentials and getting out of there.
Police say they were called to this building Thursday morning after the suspect contacted them, threatening to hurt himself and saying he wanted to commit suicide by cop, triggering the intense hours-long standoff lasting into the night. Around 7:15, loud bangs could be heard. Former San Diego Police SWAT Commander Ray Shea talked with 10 News over the phone. He couldn't say for sure what the sounds were, but says it could be part of the negotiating tactic.
And they may just stop talking and you want to get their attention, so you may use some sound diversionary devices, or you may want to just pound on a door. You want to re-engage communication with the person.
Adding the longer it lasts, the better.
Evidently, the person is communicating, which is so important. And statistically, the longer the person communicates, the more likelihood it is that it'll end safely.
And in this case, it did end safely for everyone involved. And my question is, are you surprised that they were able to arrest this man alive? Donald Schweitzer, let me start with you. Former SWAT guy in all this. Are you shocked? This is someone who called and said, I want to die, I want to commit suicide by cop, yet police amazingly able to apprehend this guy safely.
Well, Vinny, I would say yes and no. I'm shocked to the extent that police officers who are under fire are going to want to protect themselves and protect all the people in that neighborhood. And it's basically warfare at the time that these bullets are flying. We got to remember that down in San Diego, there was a SWAT officer killed in the line of duty in a very similar situation like this. So these officers are not going to take chances. So I'm shocked by that. But then again, San Diego has a very professional SWAT team, and they must have very good people on board that are talking people off of the cliff, so to speak. So, kudos to them, because this could have easily been a dead man that would have gotten his wish. I'm really amazed by the professionalism of this SWAT team.
We heard one of the citizens who talked about their own adrenaline. How about for SWAT team members? What is the focus at the moment? What are the priorities as you arrive upon the scene?
Well, first, there's a command post. So everybody's going to be briefed thoroughly as to what the situation is. There's going to be a tight perimeter around the area. And believe it or not, Vinny, these officers are going to be training, very extensively before they do anything. So generally, they're going to go about a block or two away, and they're going to come up with a plan and maybe even practice a little bit. That doesn't mean, though, that when shots are fired and they're in the heat of the moment, that things aren't in slow motion, because they are. Your adrenaline is so high that you don't even think about your safety after a while. You're just going along with the plan. And that's why we are very lucky to have trained professionals that are willing to do this, because this is scary stuff and it's for real.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's tense. And again, everyone ended up safe. The police were safe. The public was safe. And the suspect, who obviously has some issues that he's dealing with, was also apprehended safely. A great outcome there.